As you saw in the video title, guys, I'm going to tell you how to become a UX designer for the new year. But first thing, I want to show you something because I've just finished to update my iMac with the newest version and the latest version of macOS 13. It seems super nice. With this multitasking thing is extremely awesome. If you already have it, let me know in the comments down below what do you think about this update. Let's take a step back and talk about what UX design actually is. My experience, guys, I took with a lot of creatives, a lot of designers, and when I ask and we talk about UX design, the majority of the people think about UX design as thinking about the product to make a product usable, understandable, to make the design easy to use. But there is nothing more wrong than that. I mean, it's not 100% wrong, but it's 20% of what UX design is. And yeah, UX design is about making a product, a design really easy to use, understandable, really clear for the user. But the missing part that a lot of creatives are missing nowadays is that UX design is about making a memorable experience. At the end, a really nice design makes you feel happy, makes you feel involved in something when you go throughout a website, for example, or when you use a product, lets you feel something that you will remember more than the thing itself. We all know who they are and they make beautiful experiences in the first place. They make beautiful products, but they think about the experience of the user. For example, Steve Jobs created awesome stories behind his products, Apple products, and gave us reasons why they made what they made, how they made it, and why they were the best. I don't know if you remember the presentation of the first iPod from Apple. They created a really fun story behind the product, and that sticks to the mind of the people. Think about your favorite piece of gear, your hobbies, whatever you want, the best designs that you visited in the last, in the last couple of months. And I'm pretty sure, guys, that the first things that came up to your mind thinking about your favorite hobbies, your favorite piece of gear, etc. are the feelings that you have when you use or when you practice your hobby, when you use your piece of gear. And let's be honest, guys, you don't think and you don't buy products just because they're really nice, but you buy products because they make you feel, for example, more professional. I've done it myself, so don't worry. Speaking in terms of design, a really well-made design has to tell you a story from the beginning until the end. It has to be playful. It's not about usability anymore, friends. It's a natural consequence, guys, that to become a UX designer, you don't only need to become really good at user experience in terms of making a product usable. Of course, you need that part because otherwise you're gonna make a mess. You need to become really good at psychology, at predicting users' behaviors, color psychology. Colors are a key element and a key factor in user experiences. Motion is a huge part in UX because with animations you can interact with the user, you can make the user feels way more involved into your website or applications. It's a huge part and animations plays a key role into user experience. By the way, some tips that I have for you and some websites or resources that I have for you to start studying UX design. You can go, for example, on Awards website where you can study and where you can see all the trends in web design, animations, interactions, how to create a layout for your website and all these kind of things. It's a pretty awesome platform from where you can start studying. Another super useful resource from where you can learn a lot of things about UX design is the podcast from Blog World. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. By the way, I'll leave the link in the description down below, so don't worry. It's an amazing resource for all the UX designers, so definitely check this podcast out. In terms of books, my strategy is extremely simple. I basically buy everything that I find. I find a book about design, I buy it. I find a book about UX, I buy it. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. And remember, friends, that you will always learn something. It doesn't matter if the resource is good or bad, but you can always see things that you already know from a different perspective. And that is also a way to learn, and it also opens your mind and your vision. So buy everything, read everything, and you will massively grow. And friends, listen to me, it's not too late to become a UX designer in 2023 because there are a lot of technologies and opportunities to be creative, to evolve, and to create something new for us as UI and UX designers. Don't be scared. 2023 is going to be an awesome year if you want to become a UX designer. And it's also super fascinating, guys. You have 3D, you have the VR technology, you have a lot of things. So let's start today. If you want to start something new or if you want to become better at something, you need to be pumped. And if you're pumped about all the new technologies that are coming out, 3D, VR, all these things, and if you're interested about UX design, and I think you are because you're watching this video, you are on the right way, my friend, and you're going to have a nice journey. By the way, guys, let me know in the comments down below if you want to dive more deeply into the topic, because it's super broad. If you found this video helpful, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I see you in the next one.